Alrighty, g'day, my little industrial tech HSC legends. We need to come on down and we need to click on the FOLIO tips button. And when we click on that one, it'll take us here. And we need to know about the bottom line. We've already met that. And we need to know about the flipper card. And the flipper card is what the HSC markers use to mark your folio. So these are the sections they're expecting to see in your folio, so you can bet your little bottom dollar that we are going to use those as the headings for the sections of our folio so that we give them what they want. Alrighty, and also in folio tips land, come on, help. Also in folio tips land is the bottom line. You know all about that. And we are up to the bottom line, part 2. We're talking about the title page and contents page. So we go to our Rolls Royces and we remember that we're looking at Ryan and Giles, and or if we click in there enough times, we will end up at 2022 and we'll find that link there, and we are clicking on it until we find William Edwards, and here's one I prepared earlier. Okay, and we've got a pretty picture on the front, a white drawing that was made in the drawing function, and then his student number. So let's do that ourselves. Okay, and we need to go back a step. So it looks a little something like this. We are going to, you've already saved this, so your life is good. You've got your page set up to A3. You're in landscape, it's the whole document. You go OK, and you also make that under formatting that your columns, you're in one column. Rock and roll. So this is our title page. Okay, so we have an image to insert. So insert image. You won't have a final picture of your finished chair or table right now, or a computer CAD model. So rip one off the internet of something that's kind of sort of like the thing you'd like to make. We will of course change it later. So we're going to shrink that photo down till it becomes manageable. And as I've mentioned before, you must click on these buttons below and change it to wrap text, which should allow you to move things freely. And then we are going to put our student number. And there's my student number. And we're going to start moving things around. So we've got some formatting happening. And I'm going to highlight that. And I'm going to send it to the center. And that white and black rectangle there is a drawing. So you would go new, more, Google drawing, make it pretty, and then insert drawing and put it there. And that is our first page done. But here comes a little trick that we need to do for the next page, which is the contents page. When I draw my cursor right down the bottom, if you put your cursor right down the bottom and double click, you get this little what's called a footer opening up. Okay, and you have to, if you double click anywhere else it doesn't work. You've got to be right down the bottom, double click, and then we want to go to options. Okay, and we want page numbers. And you just hit apply, and what you've got now, and you can click out of it, you've now got a page number right there. So when it comes to your second page, your contents page, when I go onto my second page here, and I've just created page number 2. So life is good, and our contents page should look something like this. Again, that was probably made using drawing, and possibly that, although you could probably just do that as normal text, and where are we? You could probably just do that as normal text or a table. I don't know what's going, or a drawing that's made or a table that's made in the drawing function. I don't know which is going to be quicker, but if you do that and select it all and then bump it to the right, it looks sloppy. So it looks like you might be inserting a table. So you might be going new, Google Drawing, create and share, give it a name, contents page, create the table, give yourself 1,000 columns at this stage, because you will use at least 20 as an example. Okay, so we have our image to be updated when we get towards the end, our text box that we have created as a drawing, okay, our student number, that's text, and then potentially this is a table with clear borders, or you might like to put it on the left, and if you do put it on the left, you could then have a much better chance of typing it out and then creating a drawing that goes on the right at the end. That would work well. And that's the end of that video. Boom.